let's go back to the Arcane University and finish the quest line. We're gonna need to talk to the Archmage, I would think. Hello, everybody. Excuse me. Hi.
I know what purpose this soul gem is meant to serve. It is meant to house my very own soul, to be absorbed by Mannimarco and increase his power. You were sent to acquire this gem so Mannimarco would not get his hands on it. With it, he would have marched on the university and come for me. There would have been little anyone could do to stop him. Now, however, I believe you have a chance to defeat him. When you are ready, I have a final task for you to undertake. It will, undoubtedly, be the most important service you perform for the guild.
The most, huh? Of course. He doesn't tell me the task, but I am ready.
The legions patrol the roads, and they've always been sufficient. I can't imagine we'll ever be at war with the provinces. Not in my lifetime.
Little do you know.
You too.
I do. I played the sequels. I mean, the only sequel.
A final task awaits you when you are ready. It is time for you to strike back at the King of Worms. Are you truly prepared for this task? I cannot be certain what awaits you, but I am sure we will not speak again after you begin.
I am ready.
Then hear me, and hear me well. Mannimarco will have what he seeks, but it will be his undoing at your hands. With this gem in your possession, you will be impervious to his attempts to enthrall you. When he fails, that is when you shall strike. When we are done speaking, you will take this gem, you will then seek out Mannimarco and destroy him. Get to him any way you can. It is your only hope for defeating him. I have full confidence in you, and so I leave the guild in your care. When I am gone, you will be recognized as Archmage and leader of the guild. Lead your fellow mages and lead them well. The future rests on your shoulders. Farewell, my friend.
Well, he died. That shows me for thinking that he was gonna be somehow a necromancer or something. I mean, he did have a staff of sickness, but now I have the Field Colossal Black Soul Gem. No quest updates, though. Which is weird. I mean, shouldn't I have gotten a quest update? By the way, terrible news. But I'll let you know later when I have better news about this whole situation. Well, up we go to Apple Watch. Apple Watch is such a nice stopgap for so many. I say nice, but we did get into trouble a couple of times. Anyway, off we go. So here is... Oh, there's somebody waiting for us. Excuse me, is this where Mannimarco lives?
You would dare to approach the King of Worms? If you seek an audience with his grace, you must open this door. I hold the key, and I will die defending it.
Okay. You're not doing a very good job at dying. Seriously, you are a terrible dyer here. You jerk. Oh, he had 2 keys. He lied to me. Let's go on in. Well, they're still fans of just bodies of dead people. Or either that or just broken zombies. They raise their zombies and then the zombies that they have are broken and they're like, this wasn't so good. Just nail it to the door or to the wall outside. I've arrived at Echo Cave and have gained access to Mannimarco's lair. I need to find him inside and put an end to him. I also need a little bit of torches. So, how many necromancers do we have? No necromancers. These guys. I really am not a fan of them. Faded Wraith. Well, it's faded now. Your stupid sword doesn't matter. What's that? It's you dying. I mean, I'm not a fan of your freaking... I hate your zombie. Oh, he's sending the... Silence, yep. That is bad news. He has a silence staff. He died. He died from I think from a single spell. Staff of Silence. That could be really nice. Let's keep it at hand, shall we? Hello. Seriously, you need to move less. Just move a little bit less. I would really appreciate it if you moved a little bit less. I would really... freaking hell.
You'll make a fine pair of boots.
And then he comes up with stuff like this. You'll make a fine pair of boots. You're gonna die. Stop it. I don't know where he went. Mm-hmm. Whoa. That... Freaking hell! My god, they're annoying. That's what you deserve. You twitchy, dodgy jerks. Give me all his stuff. Cool place, though. I mean, apart from all the blood that apparently is necessary. Cool potions, but those are randomized, so of course they're cool. I think, well, the things that they have in their inventory are also randomized. Oh, raids for days. I am not a fan of those raids. They take forever to die. Hi. If it's a fight I want. It's impossible to hit anything. Freaking hell. Okay, let's try a different strategy, because I can't deal with these guys. I really need to get out of here. Oh, light armor is going up. Hi. Yeah. Come here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that from now on. How about that, hmm? Do you prefer being burned like that, hmm? You do? Oh, good. I do enjoy that as well. Ooh, what do you have? Staff of Ruin. Disintegrating my weapons. Actually, that did have that effect, which is bad. Which is really bad. What is this? Just some of these, okay. This is a full-on maze. Oh. Hello.
Stop where you are.
No. Hello. What? You hit your head. I'm so sorry. You had junk in our inventory. I mean, you have junk. Minor Dispel Tome. I don't need that. This is going a lot better. You know what? That spell that I first made that does 100 fire damage with a single hit. It's not very good in terms of mana usage, but it works for these guys. It's a lot better than trying to hit anything, because boy, that's difficult. To the Echo Passages. The passages. Hi. Oh, Oh, there's another person over here. Excuse me. Ah. See? If I know how to play, I'm not throwing missiles at these jerks because they're super infuriating. Seriously, they are annoying to fight. Mostly because I don't have repair tools, and I also don't want to level up my light armor too much. Because I'm not even paying attention to what I'm going to do next level. But also because it takes forever, and they just keep summoning things in front of me, and it's just... It's not great. Is there anything over there? Nope. You cannot look like it. These are just vast, empty dungeons. Well, apart from the chests that are here, full of potions. Because this is a Mage's Guild quest. Otherwise, it'd be full of arrows. Because it'd be a Fighter's Guild. Excuse me. Hi. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, indeed. Oh, I'm sort of out of mana. Their delayed death is always gonna be weird. Always. They do have sometimes interesting things. They have potions at least, so that's kind of nice. Another person who's about to die. Whoa, that was fast. These necromancer dungeons. Excuse me. Oh, ebony mace. That's the first time we see one of these. Good stuff. Ebony being a type of material and a black soul gem. We need those. Being a type of material. I think this is where we need to go. Ebony being a type of material that exists in this setting. And I think most of it comes from Morrowind. I'm not 100% sure. Morrowind has some ebony mines. The Caldera Mining Company focuses mostly on ebony mining, if I remember correctly. Where did they get these big bones? Oh. Only one person. Only that skeleton is angry at me. Excuse me. Are you perchance Mannimarco?
I see Bolor was unsuccessful in delaying you. Very well. I shall reanimate him once we are done here. Perhaps we shall chat for a while, since you really have no other options. I must say, I expected Archmage Traven, rather than his star pupil. I am disappointed to see that he could not face me himself. I have met so many of his predecessors over the years. I developed a particular fondness for Galerion, ill-preserved though he may be. But here you are instead, skilled enough to make it this far, which speaks volumes about you. Perhaps you'll be as useful to me as Traven would.
Perhaps I will. I'll never help you.
Oh, my dear. I didn't mean to imply that you have a choice. I will make you another in a long tradition of worm thralls, and take my time in studying you. Your very soul will be forfeit to me.
What?
Power, my dear friend. I seek power, and so I acquire and study those who have some degree of it. We are after the same things, your guild and I. Yet you worry about good and evil, and do not accept they are manifestations of the same thing. So you brand me a villain, and make vain attempts to destroy me. I watch, and I wait, and I collect you when you come for me. Instead of drawing Traven out, I have received you instead. Perhaps I shall personally go and collect him when we are done here.
No, but I'm paralyzed. Don't look at me like that. Also, did you break the game, by the way? I think you broke the game. Oh, it worked. I fixed it. Oh, he comes at me with a knife?
Die, damn you!
That's a terrible strategy, dude. A knife and a zombie. I have killed the King of Worms. I should return to the Arcane University to announce his defeat. Also, if you look up Mannimarco and see how he shows up in Daggerfall, I've never fought him in Daggerfall, but he is not this wimp. He has the Staff of Worms that reanimates. I am gonna use it on him. I am gonna use the Staff of Worms on him. Yes. That is not gross at all. That is not a gross staff in the slightest. It's actually pretty cool looking. Good stuff. And he's reanimated. Hi. Notices your protuberances, Mannimarco. Oh no, he's fighting me all over again. Well, that works really nicely. This staff is amazing. I'm imagining all the possibilities. That's pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, let's get out of here. We got all the things. Hi.
Archmage, you have returned. Mannimarco has been defeated? I can hardly believe it. The King of Worms is no more. I received a note from Archmage Traven. I know what he did for us and that he selected you to take his place. I will mourn for him during my own private time. For now, I cannot help but rejoice. You have brought safety to the guild, and I thank you. I've already sent word to all the local guild halls that you are now in charge. Congratulations, Archmage.
I am in charge indeed. Speaking of which, do you happen to have a cure for vampirism?
I'm pleased that you would ask. There is a way, though it's not known to me. Count Isildur of Skingrad has done the most recent research on a cure, I believe. He's what you might call a vested interest in the subject. I suggest you travel there and seek an audience with him. Given your condition, I believe he may assist you.
It's not for me. It's for a cousin of mine. Ingredient collection?
As the Archmage, you are entitled to certain privileges. In addition to the full use of all guild facilities, there is one service available to you. Juliana Fanis has long served Archmage Traven in collecting alchemical ingredients for his personal research. As the new Archmage, I'm sure she'll extend the service to you as well. At your convenience, consult her at the Lustratorium.
Lustratorium. Sure.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
And some of your spells, maybe. Superior spell reflection. He's got good stuff. But we're not gonna do too much. Have you heard any rumors?
Milona Umbranox is better off without that irresponsible husband of hers. The most honorable thing he ever did was to disappear and leave her alone.
Sure. I'll see Count Skingrad for that cure for vampirism.
I suggest you petition to see Count Hasseldor in Skingrad.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Farewell, Archmage.
I'm at
See you.
your service, Archmage.
Of course. I also need to complete that quest for the orrery, but we'll worry about that later. For right now, we will reap the benefits of having finished the Mage's Guild quest line. Hi.
What can I do for you, Archmage?
I don't actually know.
What can I help you with?
Ingredient collection, that's what you can help me with.
Ah, yes. Archmage Traven was quite fond of making potions in his spare time. So much so, in fact, that it became difficult for me to meet his needs. I finally accommodated him by enchanting a very special chest for him. You'll find it in the Archmage's quarters. Once a week, place a single ingredient in the chest. After 24 hours, you'll find a sizable quantity of the ingredient available for use. Do be prompt in collecting them, however. Anything left in the chest for a full week will be destroyed. And before you ask, yes, this only works with ingredients. Be very careful in what you place in that chest. I can't be held responsible.
You mean the script will break things? That's actually really handy. Especially now that I'm a master of alchemy, because I can make anything.
Have a look at my wares.
That's really good.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
For example, do I want to make poison? Do I want to make poison? I think I do. Ooh, light. Good stuff. So I'm looking at the first effect of that. Damage health. Oh, actually, yeah, damage health. And that one is good because it's light. It's 0.1, so I can make potions that weigh 0.1. Now, I was being lucky already with the potions that I was making, so that's pretty good. She's just not selling me better than that.
Thank you for your patronage.
Patronage, of course.
Safe travels.
Or safe waiting for 24 hours, in fact. Now, which chest was that she mentioned? And here is the enchanted chest. Let's leave the Speedle Stick. She said a large quantity. Also, I'll get the Rormir's Ice Staff, because why not? And we have an altar of spell making over here. And an altar of enchanting over here. Novice grade stuff. A shame, actually, because I kind of wished for more. Some apples and pear. Sure. Kind of restored. Got some good books going on over here. I mean, expensive books anyway. None of it that I haven't read already. Anyway, yeah. Magic. You lay on your back with a blissful feeling of peace swirling through your brain, and you're a vampire now. I was a vampire. Only... Seriously? Only 10? That's pitiful. I mean, I suppose it's fine. Whatever. Man, that is really... Fragment, Song of Rormir. Is that a quest item? It is mine now. Excuse me.
You're not supposed to be in here.
I know.
I understand you're looking for a cure for vampirism. This is fortunate, as I also seek the cure.
Why would you want a cure? I mean, it's not like I want the cure.
I wish to tell you a story, so that you might understand why I would trust you with my secrets. Would you hear it?
All right.
More than 50 years ago, my wife Rona and I were both turned into vampires. While I came to embrace the changes in myself, she did not. She hated what she had become and refused to feed to keep herself healthy. She eventually slipped into a coma from which she is not awoken. My trusted servants have cared for her all this time, but I wish for her to at last find peace. The cure is for her. I have researched what I can, but acquiring the cure is beyond my grasp. I cannot risk drawing too much attention to myself. So I would ask that you take up the search on my behalf. If you are successful, I will reward you in whatever small way I can. Will you aid me?
I was hoping that you would aid me, but sure. What do I need to do?
What little I have discovered points to the witches of Glenmoral. In the past, they have been capable of creating a cure. I have searched for these witches throughout Cyrodiil, but no coven still exists within its borders. There may be one left. I have unconfirmed reports of a woman seen near the Corbolo River who fits the description of these witches. Seek her out and learn whether she can help. She lives somewhere along the river, east of the Imperial City and south of Cheydinhall. If you are successful in finding a cure, report to my steward. You have my thanks.
That's great. I'll get right on the cure.
I have told you what I require from you. There is no more to say now. Speak with Howlers when you have found this woman. Excuse me.
No,
Go ahead, please.
I need to talk more. Tell me about the Glenmoral witches.
I know very little about them. They operate outside the bounds of normal society.
Normal society. Where are these witches?
The covens are hidden to outsiders. The last I heard rumors of was a coven seen somewhere in Morrowind, years ago. It is my hope that this woman you seek will know more.
Do the witches really know of a cure?
I have stories of old, implying they could cure someone of vampirism. I know nothing more than that. I hope you can learn the truth.
Are they dangerous?
Unless directly crossed, I do not believe so. They've been known to help those in need in times past.
Okay.
As you wish.
What about your wife, Rona Sildor?
I will tell you what I can. What would you know of her?
Where is she?
She is safe, hidden within the castle. That is all you need know for now.
Will the cure really save her?
I do not know. In a weakened state, it may well end her life. Even that would be a relief for her after these many years of torture.
May I see her?
If you are successful, perhaps you shall. For now, that is not necessary. I have no wish to endanger her.
Okay.
As you wish.
Have you heard any rumors?
What can be said about taxes? They're high, but we must pay. At least they are administered efficiently, and the shrinkage is within decent limits.
Says the Count. Okay.
Goodbye.
Yep. Goodbye. It doesn't... I must say, this Night Eye doesn't quite illuminate things all that well. We got Drakelow over here. Oh. This is where we're supposed to be. Hello. I assume this looks quite good without the Night Eye. Melisande.
What brings you to this neck of the woods, my lady?
The cure for vampirism.
Oh, my. What makes you think I would know about such a thing?
I heard a rumor that you might know.
My dear, you shouldn't trust rumors. They can get you into a horrible trouble. This time, however, you've heard correctly. I might know a thing or two about it. But I'm afraid the information isn't free. You do me a small favor, and then we'll talk about this cure you seek.
What do I have to do?
I have my own interests, and they occasionally require resources that are difficult for me to acquire. Soul gems, for example. If you can bring me 5 empty grand soul gems, I'm quite sure I can help you with this cure that you seek. I shall await your return.
Well, I just had 4 empty grand soul gems, and now I have none because I filled them all up. Actually, I transformed them into black soul gems. But we'll get more. So that's it for the cure?
Bring me the soul gems I've asked for, and then we'll discuss a cure.
Sounds good to me. I'll be back eventually.
Be seeing you.